Hi, traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Market Review. I'm your host, Paul. Today is Saturday, September 9th. In this video, look at the S&P, Nasdaq, and the Russell. So let's go. All right, actually, we'll start with the upcoming economic calendar and a major week this week. It all starts on Wednesday with the inflation numbers coming out. Thursday, PPI and retail sales. And then Friday, you've got import-export prices, Empire State Manufacturing, industrial production, and consumer sentiment. So obviously the big one is going to be inflation. I think that just is going to make the market really move strong one way or the other. And these will definitely be moving the markets, but inflation will give the overall directional bias for the week. All right, let's go on to the charts. All right, going to start off. This is the 4-hour chart of the S&P futures contract. And last week I was saying I wanted to see the reaction down in this zone because I was wondering if, because we had this 3, 3, and then that was just a big impulse up. And I wanted to see if they were making an ending diagonal to come and take out the high. Because that instead of A, that would be 1, this B would be 2, and then this would be 1, 2, and if they break the top again, then that'd be 3, and then be going down for a 4 and then up for a 5 and breaking that high. So that obviously didn't happen, so we can take that off. They just blew right through that zone. So as I said a while back, after this big 5-wave move up, I didn't think that would be all the correction. It was just too sharp, too quick. So I think this 1, 2, 3 move, I think that's this A, B, C, that was B, and now they're going to come down and take out 43.50 for the C wave before they resume up. So that's my overall bias is down and then up. Now, to me, it looks like they're going to be making an ending diagonal because so far I just have this as an A, B, and a C. And then this is becoming a really big correction. So I think this ABC is 1. And it's possible that, we've got this 1, 2, 3, and it came right to the exact point of that zone. So 1, 2, 3, that could be 2. And they're going to start working their way down for 3, 4, and 5. But I'm not sure that the 2 is totally in yet. This is a big one that just seems kind of small, but there's 3 waves, so, it could be in. But I think what they're gonna probably end up doing is like this is 1, 2, 3, and I think we have a 1, 2. Well, right now we have just 3 waves down, so there could be one more up before they go down, but I don't think this is a buy zone. Even though I think that they'll go and break 44.77 one more time, it's just not worth the risk. I think all the risk is to the downside. So drilling in, I see this, just as a 1, 2. And a 3, and then real late in the day they just ripped it up higher. Now, this is also very possible that this is all a leading diagonal because it came down 3, 3, and this area just got real messy here. It looks like it's a 1, 2, 3. So it could be 1, 2, and then they came down for 3, and then they went up, and it looks like it's a real small 1, 2, 3. So this could be the fourth wave. Sometimes these fourth waves in diagonals, they get pretty big. And this could come down for a fifth wave, give a correction down, and then still go up one more time. Like we're in a big correction, so this could just morph into all kinds of things. But like I said, the two could be in. So I'd only be looking for sell setup. So if this does come down and takes out that low 44.51, then I think this whole move down will be a leading diagonal. And then from here down here, you could definitely buy for a short-term trade, because then if this is a leading diagonal, you got to get some type of correction. So a very short-term, probably even just a little scalp trade, day trade, a little correction up, and then down, and then it just becomes a matter: is it going to come down and break that low, and then go back up one more time, take out that high, and then reverse down to work its way down to 44.34. So I think this is going to get real ugly. Now, obviously, if they do just come up and take out that high, then anywhere above 44.77, that's where I'm looking to sell, because this is just all a big correction for down. So I'm only looking for a sell, and it's just a matter of, are they coming up one more time before they take out that low? Well, no, I'm sorry, not that low, the 43.50 low. I think definitely they'll take out the 44.34 low, but I think they're going to come all the way down. So yeah, I think this two, we're in the two. I don't think it's in yet, but it could be. I mean, if they do break 44.34, then that's two, and then then you're coming down for 3, 4, and 5. But I think they'll visit 44.77 one more time. Nasdaq, almost identical as you would expect. So I got ABC down, and then here's that 3, 3, 5 wave move up. So I think that come down, that was A. This ABC up here, I think that was B. And now they're doing, just like the S&P. I mean, this is definitely just a 3 wave move right here. So that tells me it's either correction or it's part of a leading diagonal. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then that'll be 1, and then here's a 1, 2, 3 wave move. That could be 2, but just like the S&P, given how big this was, this is just kind of small, it seems. So I could definitely see, they still might come down one more time, but I think they'll break 15.390, and that'll be 2, and then they'll come down for 3, 4, and a 5, and take out that low, and then you'll have just a big A, B, C correction. All right, Russell. So the Russell's getting a lot weaker than the S&P and Nasdaq. But the overall thesis, I think, is pretty much the same. After that big move up, I think this is just 1, 2, 3. I think that was A. 1, 2, 3. I think that was B. And they're going to come down and take out 1832. I think the Russell, though, will probably sink a lot farther down. But I could definitely see the Russell coming up and taking out 2033 one more time, because when if we just go back to the Nasdaq, if the Nasdaq is going to have this big of a move up, I find it hard that the Russell isn't going to come up and take out that high too. But I think that's all the Russell will do. So the Russell will, go out to a daily. I think this is all just, sideways correction. I think they'll come down, they'll go back up, but I definitely then see the Russell rolling over. I mean, after this, what it looks like to me is a leading diagonal coming down. I think this is all going to be just correction and then down. So looking for, so like if the S&P and Nasdaq are going to maybe go up one more time, I actually see like the Russell, I think when I like really drill in here, it ended in three waves, and it can't end in three waves. So right there, it needs to end in five waves. So I think what this all is, I think it's kind of ugly. It's possible that this is one, and then this is A, this is B, and that is C. So that's, or they corrected down. That's the only thing I could see. So that'd be 1, 2, here's 3, 4, and now they're doing an ending diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, that was 1. They came up here for 2. 1, 2, 3, that was 3. They came up here in three ways, that was 4. So I could see them doing, 1, 2, 3, one more down, break that low that they set Friday, 5. And now you would have your big impulse, and then get a correction, and then still resume down. So I think this correction will happen because I think the S&P and Nasdaq have just one more wave up before the big fall. So it's kind of setting up with CPI coming out on Wednesday for all the indexes. I think you might get like this correction happening, Monday and Tuesday, and you're going to find yourself up here, and then inflation number comes out and it's either, hot or it's not falling anymore. Inflation is just kind of staying where it is then, and I think that just sends the market going down for one more wave then. All right, that's what I see on the markets. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Good luck and see you in the next video.